Welcome to Learn Commerce PU online classes. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Welcome to second PU Computer Science online classes. In last class, we completed some important commands: insert into, select, and also var clause, and also we can say that some of the and operator as well as the or operator. Now after completing all those, the next very important command, the command is update query. Why? Because the update query is called as the update statement, update command. Now what's the use of the update query or update command or statement? So the SQL update query is used to update or modify the existing records in a table. Maybe in table employee some of the records are there, and maybe in those table or in table employee I want to update, modify, I want to make some changes in record. So such changes of the record or changing of the record we can perform by using query like our update query. So modify existing records in a table. And we already know the update query or the most important thing about var condition. Such var clause, var condition used not only in the select statement, also used in our update as well as the delete statement. So the next thing about our var clause, some information I want to tell about our var clause. If you are using var clause or without var clause, what or whether any effect to the record or whether any effect in the table. So you can use the var clause with update query to update only the selected rows. If you are using the syntax with the var clause, it is going to update only a particular record. But if you are not using var clause with the update query, then all the rows would be affected. That means it is going to affect, it is going to make the changes in every record. So this is the important note about our update query with var clause. Clear the meaning? Why? Because you can use var clause with update query when you are using the update query syntax. On that time only we need to use the var clause. But if you are using var clause, update only the particular record, selected record. What's the record you selected? Only those record going to update. That means modifying some changes in that record here. But if you are not using the var clause, it affecting to every record of the table. So we can say, now let's the next thing about our syntax of the update query. So the update query or the basic syntax of the update query with var clause. So how we are using the update table underscore name set column 1 is equal to value 1 comma column 2 is equal to value 2. Maybe if many columns are there, so we can use some of the dot, and later the last column name, that is the column n is equal to value n and var condition. Okay, so this is the syntax about our update query. So we can say that you can use more than one condition using and or operator in our update also. If you want to use more than one condition, then such condition we can use by using operator like our and operator or the or operator. Now let's, before going to use such syntax or the example, we already completed the syntax, how to use the syntax of the update query. So before going to tell the example of the update query, the first of all I want to use one query, that is the SQL query select star from employees. So on that time it is going to display all records record from the employees table. And after knowing, after completing, after displaying all those answer in our result table, one column is that in employees table, one column is that the name of the column is the address. Okay, the name of the column is the address, and we already entered in address the name or the value to the address as the Bangalore. The spelling I used as the Bangalore, Bangalore. Okay, Bangalore. I used the value for the address column here. Now I want to update. What's the meaning of the update? Modify, changes. Correct? No, the modify or the changes in existing record. So what I completed with the spelling of the Bangalore, Bangalore. Now I want to change such a spelling. I want to modify the existing record of a column address from Bangalore to the Bengaluru. Then I can by using our update record. Now just only such example I want to complete. So how I am using the example, that is from Bangalore to the Bengaluru. So here we can say the update, that is the update. I started from the update table underscore name. The table name is the employees, then set and set as it is we need to use. Now which column you want to make some changes in the column, so you need to write such column name. So the column name is the address is equal to, and we need to write what's the changes you want in the column. Okay, so Bengaluru, and we know that maybe if any group of character strings, such one going to enclosed by using our single quote here. So single quote where ID is equal to 6. Clear this point here? So maybe because we know that the columns are maybe in our employees table, many columns are there. The columns are the ID, name and the age, salary, address. So just only I want to make the changes in column. That means we should update the address for a customer whose ID is equal to 6. We can say, correct? No, here. So update employees and set address is equal to Bengaluru where ID is equal to 6. On that time when you are using select start after completing the syntax or the example, when you are using again one more syntax, the syntax is the select star from employees. On that time such a Bangalore going to change to the Bengaluru by using the command like our update query or the update command. So clear the meaning of the update query. What's the use of the update query? To modify or we can say in simple meaning changes. Okay, in case you want to make some changes in existing records here, so we can by using the query like our update query. So here in our column address column I want to make some changes, so I use the command. The command is the update. Clear? And in our condition, so where condition, the condition is the ID is equal to 6. And after completing the update query, let's the next thing about our delete query. Well, because the update query here to update the existing records. Now what's the meaning of the delete query? So we can say the delete query is used to delete the existing record from a table. Total 7 records are there. Maybe I want to delete the record from the table. The record is the 3. Correct here? So the record number, that is the third record I want to delete from the table employee. So by using command like our delete query command. So we can say the delete query is used to delete the existing records from a table. Now we know why, because the where clause is using in our select statement, also going to use in our update statement, and we know the difference also without where clause or with where clause and such one. So whatever the note I set in our update query where clause, this such update query where clause also going to apply in our delete query. So you can use the where clause with the delete query to delete only selected rows. Okay, if you are using where clause with the delete query, it deleting only the selected rows here, otherwise all the rows would be affected. If you are not using the where clause, it going to delete all the record from the table. But if you are using where clause, only a particular the selected record going to delete from the delete query by using command like our delete command. Now let's the basic syntax of the delete query. So the syntax is the delete from table underscore name where condition semicolon. So how we are using? Why? Because maybe you want to delete more than one record, so you can combine by using our and or operators. So that means by using, we know the meaning of the and operator. Such and or operator is using to combine multiple condition, more than one condition going to combine by using our and or operator. So such and or operator you can also use in our delete query. Okay, the delete query, and later was maybe I want to delete the record from the employees and the record number is the 3. So whose ID is equal to 3, I want to delete. So how I am using the example delete. So I already completed delete from table underscore name. The name of the table is the employees, and I am using the where condition. Where condition is the where ID is equal to 3 semicolon, and when you are pressing the enter button, it going to delete. Clear this point here? So how you know, how you came to know about this one? The record is deleted from the employees table. So just only to check whether the record is deleted or not, you have to use the syntax select star from employees. But before going to delete, okay, if you are using such a record will get in our employees table, but after using this syntax, the syntax is the delete from employees where ID is equal to 3. After that again, if you are using the command or the syntax, the command or syntax is the select star from employees semicolon. When you are pressing the enter button, on that time we won't get the record number is the ID is equal to 3. So this is about our delete query. So the delete query is used to delete the existing records from a table, and if you are using where clause, just only deleting selected record. If you are not using where clause, every record going to delete from the table. And after our update query, delete query, the next very important concept, the concept is the order by clause and also group by clause. So now what do you mean by a order by clause? Order, that means the data going to arrange in particular order, that is called as order by clause. Or we can say the order by clause is used to sort, SORTS, sort or arrange the data maybe in ascending or descending order. Ascending means 1, 2, 3, 4. Descending 4, 3, 2, 1. So by using order by clause, we can arrange the data of the database or from the table, and the data going to arrange in order like our in ascending order or maybe in the descending order based on one or more columns. That means more than one column we can use in order by clause. We can arrange the data by using more than one column by using the clause like our order by clause. But the important note in our order by clause, we can say some database sort the query result in ascending order by default. That means they are not going to take the sort or the arranging of the order maybe in ascending or descending by default, or the sorting of the order is fixed. So that is called as the fixing of the order is called as the, all those going to arrange in fixed order, the order is the ascending order only. Okay, and but in this case, when you are going to use such order by clause, you should remember it or make sure that whatever the columns you are using to sort, whether such column or that such column should be in the order list or not. Correct? No? sometime we are going to use some of the column, but maybe such column it's not there in our employees table. Is it possible to order such values in maybe in ascending order or descending order? No, we can't order such value in ascending or the descending order. So first of all, the important note, make sure that whatever the columns you are going to use, maybe for sorting like ascending order or descending order, should remember it, that column should be in the order list here. So clear this point here, the meaning of the order by clause and the syntax of the order by clause, or we can say the basic syntax of the order by clause is as follows. So the first one is the select, okay, column hyphen list, column list, that means many columns are there in our table, employees table, every column is going to select. So the column are the ID, name, age, address, salary. So column hyphen list, many all those column going to select from table underscore name. The table name is the employees, where condition, maybe you want to use any condition, you can use it in our order by clause. Order by column 1, column 2, column n. So one after the another, if you want the column, so you can use. Why? Because all those are whatever I written by using square bracket, all are comes in our optional part. So maybe if you want, you can select, otherwise without selecting we can write the example for the order by clause or the query of the order by clause. So should remember, whatever I used in square bracket, everything is a optional case, okay. If you want, you can select. So order by column 1 comma column 2 column n, or maybe the order like our, we know that the order by clause is using to sort or to arrange the data of the database in ascending order or in descending order, or maybe going to arrange maybe the ASC, that is called as the ascending order, or maybe is called as the descending order, and such one I already written by using square bracket and the semicolon. So how you are using the example by using by using the syntax of the order by clause? The example is the select ID, that means column list, we already given ID, comma name, comma salary, from table name is the employees, order by salary. Maybe in our table employee, maybe salary we already arranged with the name. The name is the, we already arranged the salary with the values. The values are 20,000, then 40,000, then 60,000. We already arranged 20,000, maybe the 10,000, or maybe the 30,000. So first of all, we arrange the value 20,000, then used the value 10,000, and after that I used the value 30,000. But when you are using this syntax is the select ID, comma name, comma salary, from employees, order by salary. So it's going to arrange the salary in order. So in which order? That means in our ascending order. The order by means it's going to accept. In case you want to add descending means we need to write, but if you are not using, it's going to accept in our ascending order only. So order, it's going to display in our result table the salary value as the 10,000, then after that 20,000, and later 30,000. It's going to display the answer. So clear the meaning of the order by clause. So what's the use of the order by clause? The order by clause is using to arrange the data of the database in order like ascending order or maybe in descending order, and maybe we can say some database sort or arrange the data only in order like our ascending order by default, okay. And this is the syntax of the order by clause here, and whatever I return all are the optional cases. If you want, you can use. And later this is the example, how we are using the example for the order by clause. Select ID, name, comma salary from employees, and order by salary. It going to arrange the salary column in order wise in ascending order, okay. And maybe if you want, you can use it descending order also, but if you are not using, it going to display the answer in ascending order only. And after completing, let's the next concept. The name of the concept is the group by clause. So what do you mean by a group by clause, and how we are using such a group by clause? So we can say such group by clause is used with the select statement. Correct here? So I started from the command, the first command, that is the select only. So we can say, we can start from this word only. Such group by clause is used or collaboration or combined with the select statement. But what's the use of the group by clause? To arrange the identical data into groups. Maybe some commands are there, why? Because maybe the single row command, some of the single row function is that it going to just return the answer of every row. That means just by using the cell value, it accepting the each cell value and just returning the value, the specific value of each cell here. But in our order by clause, we can say that it going to accept how many values are that, the group, that means group the rows of data, full column value it going to accept. Clear this point here? So we can say to arrange the identical data into groups. Maybe some confusion in our to arrange identical data into group after completing or after telling all those concepts in our group by clause. It will be clear to everyone about our group by clause. So just first of all, now I am telling just one line, that is to arrange identical data into groups, and such explanation I will be clear later words. Okay? Yeah. So we can say the syntax: select column 1 comma column 2 from table underscore name where condition, group by column 1 comma column 2, order by column 1 comma column 2. I said now the group clause or group by clause is used with the select statement. Correct? Yeah. And such group by clause must follows the where clause. Before the group by clause, what I return? The where condition. So the group by clause must follow the where clause and must precedes the order by clause. Clear this point? Or in simple words, we can say that the group by clause must follow the condition in our where clause and must precedes the order by clause. So why? Because in our, we know the group by clause meaning. The group by clause meaning is to arrange identical data into groups. So this is the meaning about our group by clause, and this is the syntax about our group by clause. Thank you.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.